meditation teacher. And not only that, she actually works for charity. She's actually organ donation officer for the charity, which she's doing lots of good work actually in our community, which is wonderful. So could you please tell Darshana about yourself something, please?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the wonderful introduction, Manjulika. And it's an honor that you are hosting me because, I mean, look at you. You, Manjulika, is so stunning, so stunning. So thank you for taking out time, Manjulika. I know you keep, your schedule is very busy, but thank you for taking out time and agreeing to host me. So thank you very much. And yes, you've covered mostly everything, but I'm art of living teacher, to specify meditation teacher. So I'm art of living teacher, and I'm a poet and author. Just published my book as well about 1.5 years ago. And in this lockdown, I started Reflections with Darshana, which is a chat show, and I teach reflective yoga, and I teach morning rituals, which we can talk about later. And yeah, in my personal life, I work for a charity as organ donation officer. And it's always a challenge to, talk to various people. Everything is online now. So, talking with variety of people from different backgrounds, talking about organ donation to them. So yeah, it's sometimes challenging, and challenges is what makes life interesting.
Tell me, as a host to a host, what do you think? What are the difficulties, issues, or pleasures of it?
Yeah, the pleasure is always, if you are hosting, then, it is so much, you need to have this inside, like I have it from inside. It should come naturally, and it's always a pleasure to meet people from various backgrounds, people with different ideas. And it's always a challenge to bring people and showcase their products. So many people are doing good services, but they don't know how to talk. So I had people on my show, and I asked them questions which take out their best to people, so that people know what they are selling. And that's a pleasure to each time a different challenge with different person. And another pleasure is you collaborate, you meet with various people. And difficulties, yes, difficulties do come. It's like time, like when you're hosting a show, like how Manjulika, you are doing it today. It's a voluntary job we are doing, but some people, trust me, I've had people who didn't know how to use Zoom. So you're actually training them and spending a lot of time on them. So those are the challenges. But yeah, it's nice I love teaching anyway. But yeah, challenges do come. What, according to you, are the pleasures and the challenges of hosting? Because you're also hosting so many programs, and that's your personal career as well. What would you say? What are your challenges?
I think you're right. The main thing is, I think knowing about your guest is very important properly. It's no point of hosting somebody when you're not aware of them or knowing about them properly. It's really important. So I was very happy when I was hosting you because I know you, because I know about you. So it was pleasure. So there wasn't any effort. And so that was quite nice. So person whom you're not knowing, you have to actually really work behind the scenes. That's very important, thorough work. Otherwise, I think if you're just not knowing, just asking questions is not the same. It looks really very scripted, which is not very good. And I think it's really important, as you said, just going deeper into it rather than just superficially, which is really important. So talking about all those things, tell me what made you go into Shiri Yoga, I think art of living.
Yeah, very nice question. So it's
so dedicated. I know you have been a meditation, yoga, you have been actually meditation teacher for 11 years. It's a long time.
Yes, that's correct. I'm meditation teacher for 11 years, and my journey with art of living started actually like everybody else's journey. I was like, I'm never ever. I mean, I used to say, "Well, I'm not stressed. I mean, I'm stress out people. I'm not stressed. I'm fine. I don't need anything." And I had decided in my life that, I'll never bow down to anybody other than my parents. And this guru culture was like, anybody with this white robes and long beards was like, oh my God, do say Ram Ram. I'm never ever gonna get into it. That was my decision in life. But life happens, and whatever you decide, something changed, and I moved to London, and I found London very stressful because I was born and brought up in Bombay. So living in London, I felt very, very stressed, and I was just thinking, oh my God, what have I done? Of course, then London grows on you, and you start loving London, and that's when I found art of living. And I did this meditation program, and actually my sister did it first, and she learned the Sudarshan Kriya, and I was like calling my back home India, how we call, and my dad said, no, she's busy doing something. She's found a guru. I said, what? Guru? Get her on the phone. This is a call from London. And she wouldn't come because she was doing her practices. And then she spoke to me, but she never told me anything about art of living. She just said, it's something, you can find out later. And she just ignored my questions. So the mystery grew and grew. What is it that she's doing? What is it that she's doing, that she would come running to take my calls, but now she wouldn't come on phone because she's, whatever she's doing for half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever. So then I went to India, and I saw a lot of changes in her. And then I said, this is the course I want to do, because she was confident. She was like a different change personality. And then I did the course, and I never looked back. And just like, I went more and more deeper into it, and thought, yeah, I should train for a teacher, train to be a teacher. And as Sri Ravi Shankar, he decides who becomes a teacher of the art of living to carry this forward. And teaching always helps, because the more you teach, the more you talk about it, then the more you go deeper. Because when I teach, students do ask questions, and that's how that self-realization, that path gets deeper and deeper.
So on going into the other subject, which is really interesting, I have noticed that you have actually an online show, which is called Reflections with Darshana Chat Show. What is that? Tell me more about it.
So, this also happened by accident, and thanks to IIW and Rashmi, I'm greatly indebted to them, because years ago I was a 20-year-old girl, and we used to have a group, and we used to perform on stages, all dances and drama. And every single time when we performed, there was always a male who would compare the programs. And I said, why is it that you always compare? Why shouldn't the girls compare the program? And they said, oh, would you be able to do it? I said, yeah, why not? And that's when this comparing and hosting journey started. So I was the anchor of the program. And that time, of course, in India, the crowd is huge. And there were about 25,000 people there. And
Wow.
and then, I loved doing it. And then I started getting invites from many, many other organizations back home when I was living in Bombay, that come and compare, anchor our programs. And then I was invited to parties where I met some people from, modeling industry, film industry, and they said, you should do modeling, you should do this. But I was a simple girl. All I wanted to do was do my master's degree, have a government job, and settle down. So I said, no, I don't have time to go on that big scale. And I just did my master's degree, and I got a job. And after all these years, during COVID times, I was hosting sessions for IIW, Inspiring Indian Women, health and well-being sessions. And all that started coming back. And somebody offered me that, why don't you, in London, just when the COVID began, after the health and well-being session, somebody said, why don't you host shows for XYZ? I can't name that person. I said, yeah, why not? And that person called me. We had a lovely chat. And he said, oh, yes, but it will be voluntary. And you call me in 2 days. I said, okay. And I kept on calling him, and I didn't get any response. And I was like, anyway, I'm doing it voluntary. I have so many people whom I know why should I wait for him to, host his shows? So one fine morning, I just got up and I started my own chat show, and I asked
Good for you. Well done. So proud of you.
and because when I was hosting these well-being sessions, there were other people who said, oh, we would like to be a guest on your show. Of course, I send them to Inspiring Indian Women, but this is another way to connect as well, because people connect in different ways, different times, and it's all about collaboration during the COVID times. And then I talked to one or two of my friends, and they said, what name shall we give? And I said, let's put it as Reflections, because I do reflect a lot in my life, and that's what the spiritual journey is about. And then they said, no, your name should be there. I said, I don't know, and then suddenly down the line in 2 3 months time, I see it's Reflections with Darshana. And then in between, I qualified as a Shri Shri Yoga teacher. So through Shri Shri Yoga teacher, I teach the yoga to people. And then with Reflections with Darshana, I started teaching yoga privately as well, and I call it as reflective yoga. So that is what is about Reflections with Darshana.
Oh, wonderful story behind it. So tell me, what are the morning rituals?
So, everybody's teaching yoga, everybody's teaching good things. And I thought that, just doing yoga and meditation is not enough. So, I thought that we should have morning rituals in which, I include a lot of other things. Of course, yoga and meditation is very, very much part of it, because without that, it doesn't start off. So we start off with yoga, meditation. But other than that, I included some chanting, some mudras, and some prayers. And then, I was running these free sessions. And then, as people, I give them tips on various health issues about nutrition. So it's a compact of everything. I had students on my course who were on morning rituals, and they had specific questions. So, I started exploring myself, and then we do specific things for catering to each individual needs that they require.
I have attended your yoga sessions free when you were running them, when you started off 4 weeks, and it was really lovely. I enjoyed them thoroughly. So I can recommend definitely Darshana's yoga sessions, and we are definitely going to have some, I think, meditation definitely. So please tell me, we all breathe. We don't have to even worry about breath, because if we are breathing, we are living. If we are not breathing, we are not there anymore. So why we should be paying attention to breath? And because we are going to talk and we are going to discuss about what is the secrets of breath. So if breath is coming automatically, why we should be thinking and worrying about the breath and focusing on secrets of the breath?
Yes. So, breath is a very, very important. Actually, we don't realize, like how you said, we won't live if we don't breathe. Breath is actually our life. No breath, no life. And here I would like to discuss, the sources of energy. So let's make this a bit interactive. I would like to ask whoever is on the Zoom, and those of you who are watching on Facebook, please comment as well, and we'll pick up your comments. What, according to you, are the sources of energy? What gives us energy? You can write it in the chat. You can unmute yourself and speak to me as well. That's fine as well.
I think it will be nice if we can see you all. It will be really nice if you can. It will be great. Yeah, that's lovely, Surinder.
So Manjulika, maybe we start with you, Manjulika ji. What do you think are the sources of energy? What gives us energy?
I think you have said it, it's a breath. Without breath, we cannot have any energy. So it's really vital part. We think it will come automatically, but breath is important, because that's really important to run each cell of our body. Yes.
Hi, Darshana.
Hi.
This is Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Yeah, for me, energy is, if you say like what my dad told me, that energy doesn't die, it changes its, form, potential or kinetic. But on human range, it is basically, you are energetic when there is a source of happiness, and when you have, nutrition value is good enough. So both phase. So energy comes from your how happy you are, happiness quotient. And if you see that how healthy you are, by your lifestyle or your food intake, then that is also another form of giving out as a energetic person energy. So that way, but physical, like if you talk about physics sense, then definitely it is something else.
Beautiful, beautiful. You are spot on. Very, very right. So, here we'll discuss like how you said about nutrition. So, food is the main first source of energy. So, if we don't eat food, then, we don't feel energetic to perform our day-to-day tasks. The second source of energy is the sleep. If you don't sleep well, next day you're very irritable. And that's why sleep, having a proper amount of sleep is also an important source of energy. Other than food and sleep, the third source of energy is breath. And you know what? It's right under our nose, but we don't know how to use our breath correctly. We only realize we are breathing when we are climbing the steps up and down, or when we go and run to catch a bus. That's how, when we realize we are breathing. And what happens, we breathe very shallow. We do not use the full capacity of our lungs. We use actually only 30% of the capacity of our lungs. And that's why, our body is not fully oxygenated. And that's why these aches and pains and toxins and all that gets accumulated. So breath is a very important source of energy. And the fourth source of energy is a calm or a peaceful state of mind. Your state of mind, is very important. That's how you function, isn't it? If your state of mind is not good, then you don't feel like doing anything. You become lethargic, you become lazy. It's like if you call a friend and the friend is complaining for continuously for 1 hour, and when you put the phone down, you know how you feel. Have you noticed how you feel? You feel drained of that energy. But if you listen to some good talk or you listen to music, then how do you feel? You feel uplifted. And that's why the state of our mind is very important. That doesn't mean you don't talk to your friends if they are having any concerns. Yes, of course, we have to be available for our family, for our friends, but at the same time, notice your energy as well. If you're functioning at a higher level, if your energy is good, then you can able to help others and even live your life to the optimum potential. And again, coming back to these four sources, it should be done in a moderate way. Of course, food is source of energy. That doesn't mean you eat too much. Eat moderately. Eat the correct amount of food is very important. Same way, correct amount of sleep. If you sleep like on a Sunday and wake up at 12 o'clock, you're so tired. You feel more tired after waking up so late. Same way, if you had a big, huge dinner and then you want to do something, you feel that lethargy. You don't have that energy. And breath, of course, breath is a very, very important source of energy. It's what is our life. And in Art of Living courses, we say that without food, how many days can you live? Yeah, there are Jain people fasting for 21 days. There are different body capacity and how many days they can live without food. So let's say we can live without food for a few days. How long can you live without sleep? I say maybe 3 days. Trust me, after 3 days, you'll be just standing and going to sleep if you don't have that sleep. And how long can you live without breath? Not at all. So that's why, breath is a very important and very, very powerful source of energy.
So I think you have explained it really, really beautifully, why secrets of breaths are so important to know and what are they, because that's the priority in everything. About food, sleep, our peace of mind, happiness, all these issues. But what we cannot be without is without our breath, what you have said, which is amazing. And I think we can't last long without it. So that's precious to us. So could you please tell us more about it, how we can actually look after our breath, look after ourselves through the breath?
Yes. So very, very good question and very nicely put, very nicely put. So thank you, Manjulika. Wonderful question. So, with the breath, it is like how I said earlier, we breathe shallow, but we don't even realize that we are breathing shallow. The full capacity of our lungs is not utilized. And that's what we teach in Art of Living courses. That's what we teach. We teach the pranayama. So, have you heard of the term prana? Anybody heard of the term pranayama? Yeah, many people must have heard. So prana is subtle life force energy. It's subtle. Yeah, but that is what is actually your life. We don't realize it. That's why it's called subtle. So prana is subtle life force energy, and yama is directing that life force to different parts of our body. And that's what is the meaning of pranayama. And also, there are 7 levels of our existence. First is the body, which is the grossest. Everybody knows, yes, we are in the body. If you still don't know, then maybe you can pinch yourself. Yes, we are in the body because we feel the body. That's the grossest. After body comes the breath. We do realize we are breathing. Yes, because we are breathing continuously, isn't it? Nobody is not breathing. Everybody is breathing. So everybody has a body. Everybody has a breath. And the third level of our existence is the mind. Now, the mind is a very tricky thing, very hard to handle, but I'm going to share with you secrets on how to handle the mind through the breath as well. So stay tuned. So mind is what? Mind is where all the thoughts come. And then after the mind, we have intellect. What is intellect? Intellect helps us make decision. Yes, this is the right thing to do. Yes, this is the wrong thing to do. No, I shouldn't go there. Yes, I should be doing this. So intellect is a very important layer of our energy. But sometimes our intellect is clouded, and through this Sudarshan Kriya, through meditation, our intellect gets more and more sharpened, and we are able to take the right decision at the right time. And after intellect comes, in the 7 levels of energy, after intellect comes the memory. Now, what is memory? Memory is a storehouse where we store all the information, and we gather information day to day, day in, day out. We keep on gathering information, and that's how uh, everything is stored in the memory. But I want to experiment something. Surinderji, you'll have to unmute yourself if that's okay. So Surinderji, if I give you 10 compliments and 1 insult, when you go back, what would you remember when you sleep in the night?
The insult.
Exactly. That is what is the nature of the memory. That is what it's called, the chitta. That's the nature of the memory, and we cannot help it. That's the nature. But you know what? Through pranayama, through Sudarshan Kriya, through meditation, we can reverse it, and we can bring back our mind to the present moment. So that's about memory. Of course, memory is important as well. You do need to remember where you parked your car, isn't it? You need to remember your house number. So memory plays a very, very important role in our life. And after memory comes the ego. Ego is a huge, huge subject, and we go more deeply in the Art of Living courses we go. But just to touch upon that, everybody has an identity. I am Darshana. She's Surinder. She's Pratibha. She's Ranju. She's Manjulika. So that is identity. But sometimes, ego is, we say, oh, some people say, I don't have any ego. Actually, that's a bigger ego than people having ego. So that's a deeper subject which we can go. And then after ego comes the self. So when these 7 levels, what are the 7 levels? Just going to revise again: body, breath, mind, intellect, memory, ego, and the self. And the self is covered by all these 7 different levels of our existence. And it's like a guitar. When you play a guitar, if the strings of the guitar are not are broken or not in the correct way, the guitar, would you be able to play the guitar? No, isn't it? You can't play. Same way, when the 7 levels of our existence are not in harmony, that's when the stress happens. What is stress? Having too much to do and having very little time, and not having that sharpness of mind to function your roles, day-to-day tasks in a smooth way. And that's when Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, everything comes in. So these 7 levels of existence, we can discuss more, and I love this topic. But because the topic here is secrets of breath, I want to share with you more about breath. And yoga, yes, yoga helps in deep breathing, etc. We do yoga and we realize it, but it's still at the physical bodily level. But actually, breath has a deeper secret. You want to know it? Thumbs up, side.
Yes.
Manjulika, shall I go ahead?
Yes, please go for it. We have been waiting for the secrets. What are the secrets?
So, breath is the link between the body and the mind. Now, mind, I'm talking to you, but guess what? You're talking to yourself. You say, oh, yes, yes, yes. What she says is so right. Yes. And at sometimes you say, oh, no. Anything that I say new, you say, oh, how can that be? So I'm talking to you, but the mind is not here. You are talking to yourself, isn't it? But it's not your fault. It's the nature of the mind. It just happens. And that's when the breath comes in. Breath is the link between the body and the mind. So mind, which is here, there, all over the places. Some of you might be thinking, oh, as soon as this finishes, I have to have my dinner. Some of you are thinking that, wait, I'm going to put my video off and do this. So, that thinking, the thoughts in the mind don't stop. But sometimes they are in the past, and when they are in the past, we start regretting. Sometimes we glorify our past, and sometimes it's in the future. In the future, we are anxious, what will happen? Will this COVID end? What will be my job status? How am I going to survive? What will be my future? So then we have anxiety when we are in the future. But we have heard this so many times that life is in the present moment. Live in the present moment. But how to live in the present moment? It's through the breath. Because, you cannot say, oh, I have taken so many breaths, so I don't need to breathe now. Can you say that? No, you can't. Or can you say, oh, I'm not going to breathe now. I'm going to breathe in future. You cannot say that. So breath is what brings our mind to the present moment, to the now. And that's why it is so powerful. That's the number one secret. Second secret, any emotion that we experience in our life is connected with the breath. Supposing, you are angry. How do you breathe when you're angry? You breathe shallow. Have you noticed? When you're angry, your breath is shallow. It's fast. Yeah. Same way. If you're happy or if you're in a relaxed state, how do you breathe? Your breaths are calm and natural. Naturally, the breath is flowing. If you have ever been to hospital and if you have ever seen sick people, have you seen sick people, how they breathe? They sigh actually, Have you noticed? So, that is kind of sadness. That's a sigh, struggling. So breath is very much linked to our emotions, but we don't even realize it. But next time you're angry, just notice your breath. And actually, we know it, but we know it at a very superficial level. When somebody is angry, what do you say? Hey, relax, calm down, breathe. Don't we say that? But do we know why we say breathe? This is the reason. Because it is linked to our emotions. And that's why breath is very, very important. The all spiritual masters, not only His Holiness Sri Ravi Shankar, everybody said, you master your breath, you master your life. And through the breath, my friends, you can change your emotions. Yeah. Anybody's angry, how we say? Calm down, take a breath, relax. And then that person changes. You must have definitely observed this in your life. Everybody observed this. We say this. Yeah. But now, when you learn this technique, it's called Sudarshan Kriya, you can master your emotions. Through the breath, you can behave, you can act how you want to live your life. Right? So, would you, Manjulika ji, if you agree, I would like to teach 1 or 2 breathing techniques. What do you say?
Definitely. We are looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
And then we will do a short meditation as well, because without meditation, I would feel this is incomplete. So, I would like you to breathe in a straw breath. It's called the straw breath. So I will demonstrate and we all can do it together. It's very easy to do. What you do is you breathe in through your nostrils, and then when you breathe out, you just make your mouth in the shape of a straw, making a O shape. Yeah. And we are going to do this 5-6 times. Yeah. So let's close our eyes, breathe in through the nose, and breathe out, making the shape of O of your lips. Make sure your out breath is longer. Last round on your own. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth, the straw breath out. And keep the eyes closed and relax, let go. Come back to normal breathing in and out through the nostrils. And we will gently move into a short meditation. If you wish, you can take the support of your back and relax. Meditation is starting, guys. Relax. Let's let go and relax. Eyes are closed. To accommodate everybody and to take care of the timing as well, we will do very short meditation for a few minutes. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And this time, another breathing technique. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth, making the sound ha. It brings a lot of relief. We are going to do this 2 more times. Breathe in through the nostrils and breathing out, making a sound ha. And last time, breathing in through the nostrils. And this time, breathing out, making a sound of relief. Ha. And feel the relief. Continue breathing in and out through the nostrils, letting go. Become aware of the noises around you. Noise of traffic, noise of people speaking, noise of TV far away. Accept all the sounds in the environment. Deep breath in and letting go. Now you are in harmony with the surrounding. Another breath in and let go. For letting go is the key. Pay gentle attention to your feet, legs, abdomen, stomach, chest, shoulders, neck and back, face, head, and the whole body. Your body is a beautiful gift from the nature. Honor and respect your body. Love your body dearly, however it is. For it is through this body you experience everything in life. Deep breath in and letting go. Become aware of your thoughts. Good thoughts or bad thoughts. Let them come. Do not resist any thoughts. Deep breath in and breathe out. Now you are in harmony with your thoughts. Deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your feelings, pleasant or unpleasant. Accept all feelings as they are. Keep breathing, keep letting go. Now you are in harmony with your feelings. You are peace. You are joy. Keep breathing. Deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your feelings. Another breath in and breathing out. Become aware of your thoughts. Breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your body. Deep breath in and let go. Become aware of the surrounding. And taking a joyful breath in and breathing out. Let's open our eyes.
That was lovely. Very, very nice. Beautiful. You don't want to come out of it. So relaxing, so nice. So now I think, thank you so much. Now, please unmute yourself if you have any questions from Darshana. If you want to ask her, please unmute and ask. That will be the best way. It was so nice that I can't even speak now.
No, it is lovely, Darshana. This is Sarika here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is really good. You know, you feel, I think once during the day, you should keep doing it. And he was wondering, what am I doing? But this is so good. Tell me, how long do you practice this? In the sense, the entire time when you are meditating, how long is the time?
Every day it is a different experience, you know. We recommend at least 20 minutes.
Right.
At least 20 minutes a day in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening. Definitely you should practice meditation. And it's like you know, we have dental hygiene. When we were children, you know, we used to say, no, I don't want to brush my teeth. I don't like brushing my teeth. I don't like brushing my teeth. That's what we complain. But now we know why our parents used to say, yes, brushing your teeth is important. Now we realize. And then it becomes a habit. It's the same way with mental hygiene. You know, Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar, he says, you know, there should be a pollution charge of people who don't meditate. They create so many emotions, and there's a pollution in the environment, you know, because our thoughts, our vibrations, they also have effect around the people who are around us. So highly recommend to meditate twice a day, 20 minutes. And there are a lot of YouTube videos available. Meditate, Art of Living app is available. You can meditate on YouTube. There are videos, you know, which Gurudev himself has. You can subscribe to his channel. There are some meditations for beginners, which are 10, 12 minutes, if that's convenient for you to start off. But practice meditation is very important. And as
I
you
saw
meditate,
a couple of, sorry, you know, there is this headspace. So sometimes I listen to that headspace and, you know, how they slowly, because if you just sit and try to meditate, I think you just wander. You think there is too much of housework pending. Somehow it comes to my mind like that. And then you just think, okay, let's finish. But yeah, I think the way you said, let the thought come in and go, and then you get back. Probably that is a very good catch in that. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarika. I think Pratibha is saying amazing feeling to you.
Okay.
And could you please say how they can actually get in touch with you if they want to do your meditation or yoga? Darshana, that will be
Yes.
quite nice too.
Yes, definitely. So, the nature of the thoughts, everybody feels that a lot of thoughts are coming in meditation. The nature of the thoughts is to come, but they pass just like how clouds come and they pass. If you want to get more deeper into meditation, there's a beautiful course happening. It's in which we teach Sudarshan Kriya. So, what is Sudarshan Kriya? Su is proper and Darshan is vision, and Kriya is a purifying act. And through this purifying act, we cleanse our whole body. We release the toxins out of our body. It is happening on 26th, 27th, 28th of March. And the founder of the Art of Living, Art of Living has centers in 156 countries. And the founder of the Art of Living, His Holiness Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Gurudev himself will be joining us for Saturday and Sunday sessions for, having meditation and wisdom with us. So don't miss this chance to, meditate with him. I'll put my number in the chat, but everybody knows me. You can tag me on Facebook and I'll put my number on the chat. But main is, on the course, it is called Online Breath and Meditation Workshop. Last time we had a course and there were 5,000 people who did this workshop all over Europe and UK. From UK itself, we had 950 people registered for this course. So that's why we are having it again. So don't miss this chance. It's happening this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We meet 3 hours every day. We learn the pranayama, we learn Bastrika, we learn how to meditate. And the cream of this course is the Sudarshan Kriya, which I already explained that Kriya is a purifying act. We release, it's like Kriya is like a breathing technique. Like there is a, rhythm in the nature. At certain time, there is summer, then there is winter. And who knows more about winter and summer than people living in UK? Same way, our body has a rhythm. We feel hungry at certain time. We feel sleepy at certain time. We feel thirsty at certain time. Those are the rhythms of our body. In the same way, there is rhythm in our mind, in our emotions, and in our being. And Sudarshan Kriya sets that rhythm. It's the rhythmic pattern of breathing through which, perhaps we see our own self. Very good course to experience. I will put my details. The number, if you wish, is 07816-935-611. You can contact me. I've put the link. I'll put the link on the Facebook as well. And any more questions? Vinny, you have a question? Vinny,
on
IIW
platform anyway, it's going to be, you can put it on IIW platform so that people can actually access there. That is a good idea too. Yeah.
Okay. Vinny has a question. Vinny, hi Vinny. Thanks for joining, Vinny ji. Lovely to see you.
Hi, Darshana. Yeah, I was a bit late. Sorry about that. Yeah, but it's going very well. And this Sudarshan Kriya and Art of Living, as you were explaining. Yeah, I've attended sessions in India, in Mumbai. And one of my friends, she's also in Art of Living. She is the regional manager for this thing. So yeah, it's very good, and I follow Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. It's really, really great. And as you said, breathing is meditation as well, and breathing technique, that is very, very important. And you are doing a lovely, lovely session. So very nice.
Thank you.
Really, yeah. This breathing technique really helps in everything. It's required for body, for mental health, and meditation is extremely excellent. And the way you're doing it is, I think, wonderful. And we'll be joining you soon again. So all the best. Yeah, lovely session.
I think Ranju has something to say.
Hello, my name is Ranju. I just wanted to find out, you explained about the breathing, but does that include Anulom Nilom and Kapalbhati as well?
So in this workshop, we don't teach Anulom Vilom and Kapalbhati because this is something different. Kapalbhati, anybody can learn, but Sudarshan Kriya is different than Kapalbhati. A lot of people think it is same, but Gurudev went into silence and for 10 days, and that's when he got this Sudarshan Kriya. And then it's a gift to humanity. It's not something that I can explain because, as I said, breath has a lot of secrets. So Kapalbhati is like, I can teach you now. Anybody can do it. Anulom, Vilom, everybody can do it. But Sudarshan Kriya, we need to do it under a qualified teacher. I'm qualified Art of Living teacher. I've done my training in Bangalore Ashram and also in German Ashram, which are our international centers. And Sudarshan Kriya is a breathing technique, which I can't show you, unfortunately. I can only show it to you when you join the workshop, which is happening on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Anulom, Vilom, and Kapalbhati is different to Sudarshan Kriya.
Yeah, sorry. As you said about Sudarshan Kriya, I know it is very, very difficult. Not in the sense difficult, like then they do one-to-one Sudarshan Kriya, and all your emotions come out, and you feel relaxed after that. So much is like you are purified completely. So Sudarshan Kriya is excellent. Yeah.
Yes, purified is the word, rightly said, Viniji. And yes, because breath is linked to our emotion, and then when that rhythm is set, emotions do come up, because any experience that we have had of the past, it can be good experience, it could be bad experience. Actually, it is stored in our memory. And that's why, when we do Sudarshan Kriya, emotions come up and people do cry, a lot of toxins or a lot of relief. Yes, relief is what we experience because of those stored emotions and the 7 levels that I talked about, how they purify. Each level is purified, and that's what is Sudarshan Kriya. And that's why, we cannot do it, we can only do it under the guidance of a guru. And people say, why do you need to have a guru? I am my own guru. There are so many YouTube videos available, but it doesn't work like that. Even when I lead yoga classes, there are so many YouTube videos available for yoga, but every teacher brings it that energy of the yoga. You can do Surya Namaskar, do sun salutation, everything is available online, but it's the teacher's energy, it's the grace of the master which flows, though it is online. And that's what makes it, like people cry in the Kriya, because they feel that relief, they feel that thing that you're carrying in your heart, in your head, has been suddenly released. So people say, why have a guru? But we need a coach, isn't it? If we are learning yoga, we need a yoga teacher. If we want to master our cooking, we need a cooking expert. If we want to make our body fit, then we have a coach. In every aspect. Football, a favorite game of UK, they do have a coach, isn't it? So let the coach teach us. That's their job, and that's why we have a guru.
So we have Surinder is saying, lovely remark for you. Darshana ji, enjoyed your talk, and a big thank you for sharing knowledge regarding breath. So that's quite lovely. We are just, thank you. Kanti bhai ji, aapko kuch kehna? You want to say something? Because time is really running out. It's past 7 o'clock. Kanti bhai ji abhi join kiye hai.
Surinder ji, you want to say something? Lovely to see you anyway, Surinder ji. Ranju ji, thanks for the lovely question.
Lovely to see you as well. I really enjoyed your talk. I mean it. After our last session I did with you. I'm a great believer in yoga, and the only thing I wanted to share was in the beginning when sorry I joined in late. That the energy is it's a balance of mind, body, soul, and how you react to your surrounding. Once you've mastered all these, and it's through meditation as well, and various other ways, that once you've gained that, then you don't lose energy. The energy is just there all the time. It's when we convert our energy into anger or some other emotional state, we lose it. As you rightly said, that we don't lose energy, it just converts into a different format and disperses, and it's very difficult to get it back. We have to train our mind, body, soul again to bring that state back. That's what my knowledge is from attending various courses.
Well
and
said.
I think it means the same. It means the same at the end of the day.
Well said, Surinder ji. And we have another thank you from Ranju ji saying thanks a lot. Good session.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So I think will we, anybody else want to say anything before we call it a day? Ranjuji, yes?
Can you repeat her phone number, please?
07
Yeah.
816
Yeah.
935 611.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Ranjuji. You can, Ranjuji, if you want, you can just put your number in the chat and I can also contact you. But do you have any more questions, or over to you, Manjulika ji?
So I will just say, I think there is no more questions over there, and everybody is just saying thank you, which is lovely to hear. They thoroughly enjoyed it. So it's great having you all here. And I had a lovely time with meditation and knowing about more in depth in about, I think, what is actually the breath, the secrets of breath, which is wonderful to know more about. It's nice how I think somebody's Antibhai's, I think, is not on mute. So we can hear a background noise, but it's okay. And at this moment in time, I would like to say my big thank you to you, Darshana Shah, for really taking up this session, beautiful session on secrets of breath. And big thank you to Rashmiji for really providing this beautiful platform for celebrating womanhood and all about what we are having, all these wonderful sessions just now. And it's really enjoyable, and we are looking forward every evening what's going to happen today. So I'm not sure about what's happening tomorrow, but but look forward to it every time. So thank you. Anything else anybody wants to say? Rashmiji, what's happening tomorrow?
Yes, I'm very thankful to you, Manjulika. Totally enjoyed Darshana and Manjulika. It's like the two really, make up and add value to each other's talent and bring out the best in yourself, Okay, so we have a whole month of a lot of interesting things. So tomorrow, I will just let you know tomorrow what we have is, in fact, we are all, I wanted to just tell everybody from this platform as well as Facebook that a very little girl of ours, Twani, has entered the finals of Miss England. And if you could just spread the word and vote for her. We are also going to have a special program on her, which is on the 30th of March, where we're going to interview her and, appeal to everybody to vote for her. Now, tomorrow, what we have is, tomorrow we have, I'm just turning the, hold on please. Okay.
Also, while Rashmiji is, just going to tell us what's happening tomorrow, I would like to also tell you that we're having Kavya Ras, which is a Kavi Sammelan, as I'm a poet. So, I would like to talk about that. That's happening on 27th. So make sure you join us at 6:30 p.m. We have very, very wonderful big poets joining us, and come and recite your poetry. This is a platform.
I'm looking forward to it, Darshana.
It's all for women only. And Darshana is a beautiful host. And Rashmiji is providing the platform for all women.
No, not Rashmiji. We are all together. We're all together.
I know, but somebody has to take the leadership. Otherwise, it will not work.
Big thank you to IIW. Big thank you to Inspiring Indian Women.
Yes.
All together. We're all together.
उसके बावजूद वो तो है ही, मगर उसके बावजूद कोई होना चाहिए ना उसको भी रन करने के लिए. That is the point.
कल क्या है? कल है Prajakta. Prajakta is going to talk about homemade products like soap, oil, and all chemical-free products. Really, she has, I have used those products, so I'm looking forward to it. She's a young woman entrepreneur, and she is going to be explaining about all her products, and she'll be interviewed by Solma Hosseini at 6 p.m. UK time. So tomorrow, looking forward to Prajakta.
Thank you.
All,
all of you have a good evening, good night, and
good night.
See you next week.
Good night. And I want to thank everybody here. You know, I can see Tarla Mashru. Sarika is there. Sarika, thank you so much for joining in. Vinny, Kalia, everybody, Sonal, Rupa, thank you so much. Surinder and Kanti Bhai, thank you very much. Bye.
Ranju as well. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Darshana.
Bye.
Lovely session. Bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Tarla came cho. Tarla is from New Sound Radio, you know. She's a RJ from New Sound Radio.
Okay.
So,
wow.
usually Gujarati program.
Oh, I didn't see her. Okay.
Yeah, Tarla, so kya? Are you there? Anyway, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Darshana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.